Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new challenge in which we're going to be recording this much later at night and see if we can remain awake.
I'm awake!
For so long.
Meanwhile, on the not demon helicopter.
Also, that remark about him saying that we're recording this later than usual, that's also the explanation as to why the audio in these next few parts pretty much becomes ASMR on my side.
I was about to say, dude, you can do some ASMR stuff on this. Welcome, everybody, as we're going to slay some happy demons, y'all.
Oh boy!
So, we've arrived suddenly from that... So, bear in mind, we went through that skyscraper. We went through the ruins of that skyscraper after we fought that giant head boss in the last part. And now we're basically... I'm leaving this area because those guys spawn infinitely if I don't.
Ah, so it's a pure waste of time.
Yeah, no, a lot of these battles are going to be actually plain waste of time. This room here?
Yeah, this entire thing is a pure waste of time.
This room here, these little puyas spawn infinitely, and I once amused my friend for like 5 minutes as I was killing them all off screen just by firing my pistol like this. You can't see them, but goodness knows I'm killing them.
Do they even drop anything when you kill them?
Some red orbs.
Okay, well, I mean, better than nothing, but yeah. Unless you're really starving for this stuff, don't even bother.
Yeah, I see a gold orb. Not like I'm ever going to really need this yellow orb, but hey, might as well. Life up. It just looks so muffled. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Matt is gonna record 3, and it's gonna look so nice.
And it's gonna look so nice. We're all gonna have a really fun time now.
It's either him or I guess I'll do.
Here's the thing. I'm going to have to do a lot of practicing with 3, so.
You make it sound like I'm gonna grade you, even if it was just like your first play. This was my first playthrough through Devil May Cry 2 mostly.
And Logan got off lucky because the fact that Matt hates this game so devil that much is the only reason why he's not pulling up the grading card.
Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 1 I beat with you guys before I recorded it.
No, I'm talking about 2.
Oh no, I was thinking out loud though. Like I did 2. One I beat with you guys watching before I actually. Oh, it's a bomb. But yeah, I remember playing 1 before we did that. Okay, I'm just gonna use these bombs to my advantage. Nice. So, one thing that I want to talk about while we're just going through this little facility to go after our main bad guy, whose name I always forget in this game because we almost never really talk about him.
Who's voiced by a really good voice actor, by the way, but I need to remember who that is.
He's voiced by a really good actor. If only I can remember his name.
No, it's because I was looking up actors like one day, and I was like, oh my god,
I would not be surprised if he went under
guy.
I would not be surprised if he went under an alias for this hype. It's like, can I not be credited for this game?
I mean, I think we brought up that the first games, all the actors for that game were going under aliases.
True, because they didn't think it was going to be that good at the time.
Well, look where we are now.
Well, same thing with Metal Gear Solid 1, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah,
that people used aliases.
Yeah, I think there are only 2 people that didn't. I know that one of them was David Hayter.
Well, David Hayter wasn't even that big of an actor at the time.
I thought it was because he liked the joke about how technically Snake's first name is David.
Yeah.
Aha! I got another gem.
That's not
optional.
The reference as to why he's named David.
But this gem lets me use the power of fire, which. Do I know whether or not fire... Do I know if there's any, like, Pokemon type advantage in this game? I have no clue. I really don't.
No clue, no care.
So,
I mean, it's just kind of a shame that they never actually utilize this thing as a means for puzzle solving.
Oh, yeah, that's where I remember. It's also Blight from Batman Beyond. That's the villain in this, and I'm fucking angry.
The villain in this is kind of silly, and with his voice acting...
His name is Sherman Howell.
Whoa! The voice acting.
For some reason, I hear that name. I know that's an actor, but for some reason, I'm thinking of the Sherman Brothers, the guys who wrote songs for a lot of the really old Disney stuff, like Jungle Book and Winnie the Pooh.
In the golden afternoon. I can't do that with a deep bass. I apologize. You gotta go up high. Afternoon. Something like that. So. I was going to say that the weird thing with the dude's voice acting... There we go, going here. The reason why I have not been upgrading this sword at all is because, hello, this is Vendetta. This sword is effectively Dante's sword in every single way. It's just stronger.
Yeah.
That's
Like
literally
the move set is identical.
It looks like that type of sword that Ganondorf uses in Smash Ultimate. Like, I know there's a name for that specific type of sword. I just don't remember what it is.
I know there is two, but all I know is that all I know is that in the Fire Emblem series, they're called Armor Slayers.
Huh.
So yeah, I'll get a couple upgrades for the swords, so that'll be better against the bosses. Also, I was gonna say is just don't worry. Devil May Cry 3 makes Rebellion at least a bit better.
Yeah,
it actually makes it useful.
And definitely 5 and 4 make Rebellion better.
Well, even still, with this even better sword, it's not going to matter much because your guns are pretty much going to do all the talking.
Excellent.
Like
As shown here. Look at this auto firing going nuts.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that bit reminds me of a section from, I think both of their levels have it, the 2 levels in Sonic Adventure 2. One is where Tails is getting Sonic out of jail, and the other one where Eggman is busting into the facility.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely have these kind of elevators. So, one thing I was going to talk about is... Okay, sorry. First thing in order is the villain is kind of funny in that he's going to have a deep voice for a lot of these opening cutscenes with him. But then by the end of the game, the villain gets a really random high-pitched voice, like Xant from Twilight
weird.
Princess levels of high-pitched voice.
It's weird. And Sherman Howard, I love your work as Blight, but yeah, just I'm sad.
And it's one of those things where I just can't place this dude's accent. But anywho, so I was looking at the recent issue of Game Informer, which is to do with the 21st. Oh yeah, that's the kind of damage I want to be seeing from this sword. It has the It's covering the 25th anniversary of PlayStation.
In the air before he fell.
He's okay. But he was covering the 25th anniversary of PlayStation, and one of the articles is lost PlayStation games we'd like to see come back.
Any noteworthy examples?
Well, going from the top 10 to the starting from 10, working our way back down to 1. Ape Escape is something that people would like to see, like return on a current gen console. Let's see. We'd love to see an Ape Escape 4, not another gimmick-driven party game. Let's see. Number 9 is The Mark of Kree.
That sounds familiar, but
apparently, at first glance, it was developed in Sony San Diego. It was a stealth action game. I'll have to look into that one a bit more.
I feel like it probably failed because it was overshadowed by Metal Gear.
Most likely. Number 8 is Dark Cloud, which I would love to see that. Dark Cloud is the reason why I don't think we're ever going to see a Dark Cloud is because Ni no Kuni is too damn profitable for level 5 right now for them to stop making them.
Like, level 5.
Hey, I like Ni no Kuni though.
I was about to say, are level 5 the same people that make the Layton games?
Yes.
I believe so.
And
yeah,
also,
and you can
also some of the Dragon Quest too.
And let me say that when you, especially in Dark Cloud 2, you can hear the Layton-esque like musical inspirations. So anyway, so Dark Cloud is for me, and I've done the first game of my channel, and still trying to do the second game. I'm probably gonna have some of you guys guest star with me in case those get a little bit too drab once I get the courage to go back to it.
I would like to be there.
The games are, again, really cool to me in that they have really great characters, pretty decent writing, and the big gimmick of them is that whenever you're dungeon crawling, the dungeons are randomly generated every time.
So Persona?
Kind of, yeah.
Persona 3 and 4. Persona
Before
5
Persona 3 and 4 were
had set levels.
Okay, yeah, so it's basically Persona 3 and 4 before those made cool. So let's see. So Dark Cloud, very fun. I love the creativity in building your own towns.
Shut the fuck up!
It's wanting to let me know that we almost are at the oil field.
You think it would have been there by now? Like, how slow is this train anyway?
There. I don't know, but there. Come on. There.
Let me out!
Let me out!
So yeah, number 7 is SOCOM.
Yeah.
I think I heard that from something. I just don't know what.
It was kind of like a Call of Duty before Call of Duty.
Yeah, it was literally the Call of Duty of its era.
Let's see. Someone at number 6. So above Ape Escape and Dark Cloud, people say they want to see NFL Game Day come back.
What?
We already have enough football games as it is.
Tell me, is Siphon Filter on there?
Yeah, we'll get to that. At number 5 is Legend of Dragoon.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it would have been like, we'll get to it. Number 5 is Siphon Filter.
Nah. Let's see. Hang on, let me put something here. I want lightning because we're going to be going up against a fire boss, and I don't want to use fire. Let's see. Then at number
You don't
4,
want to fight fire
Siphon.
with fire?
No, it'd be silly. Then at number 4, we have Siphon Filter.
Yep.
Okay.
That's kind of a it's kind of a ripoff of Metal Gear, but it's like Metal Gear meets the Rainbow Six series.
I remember trying the first Siphon Filter. And,
Yo.
oh, hello. Who are you?
Hi.
Motherfucker.
Hi.
Oh,
hey,
that was it.
Oh,
Heihachi-
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi,
then.
Heihachi Dracula piece of shit.
We'll get to him.
Anyway, I was gonna say I did
B,
try.
Wait, not B for bad. B for boring. Hate this game.
Ha. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, back to you, Jake. We'll just talk over this a little bit.
But yeah, I remember trying the first Siphon Filter back when I actually tried giving the PlayStation Classic a chance, and it put me to sleep.
Dang.
The first one isn't the best one, I will admit. Though, to be fair, it is a step up from that game, from that studio's previous game. But
Bubsy 3D.
Yeah.
You.
Siphon Filter made Bubsy.
I'm pretty sure we just saw this cutscene already. We saw this exact cutscene
Yes,
in the
we
last
did.
thing before the.
It was a cliffhanger. Basically, it's like, oh, you want to play this? You have to install the rest of the DLC first.
Maybe another time.
So it's basically just Derek Powers with an accent.
And
Yes.
yes, he will never.
It's like-
Yes, his voice will sound completely different next time. And yes, for some reason he's sorry, Devil May Cry 4, but this game did it first. Apparently, he's a human that can control demons.
It's
Yeah.
it's the what's the name of that one specific monster from Doom that they use that love advertising a lot? The
Cyber
big
Demon?
guys.
The Cyber Demon, the
that's
Baron
it.
of Hell?
Like the big bulky guy with the horns.
Baron of Hell. Yeah, this guy
Yeah,
is a
Baron of Hell is the red guy. Or Hell. Yeah, he looks more like the Baron of Hell
this
than
is Baron of
the Hell Knights. I did not mind that Doom 2014, or is it 2016?
16.
I did not mind that Doom 2016 used the Doom 3 design of the Hell
Well,
Knights.
to
I
be
think
fair,
it,
the
I think it,
Doom-
I think it helps to keep those guys to look different.
Yeah, it keeps them looking different because the original was just a palette swap of the Baron of Hell. And
Right.
also, another reason why I like that is one of the few designs I actually like from Doom 3. Like, all the other designs
it's
are
a
kind
cool.
of generically stupid, but
The
that
Pinky
design,
did not look like a Pinky.
Yeah, but I do like the Pinky design of how ridiculous and fucking stupid it looked. But I do think the Baron of Hell design in that game was pretty good.
All
That's why
right.
they pretty much kept it.
And
Can I
wait,
just say-
and the Doom 2005 movie, though bullshit and stupid, does have a fucking Hell Knight wielding a chainsaw in one scene, so I'll take it.
Okay.
That's one
Sorry, was that-
thing it has going for it. But yeah, just
There.
I still love how that exchange we just had earlier was like, hey, you stop, no, bye, and just
That was it.
Yeah.
There's no
Wait,
personality.
it's just, hey, can you stop? How about no?
And yes, I think one of my biggest complaints with the bosses of this particular game is all of their names are so pretentiously long.
Yeah, like freaking
Like
the-
Furiaturas
yeah,
or whatever.
there's
That was
just like,
his name.
let's make these the most obscure, stupid names ever. Whereas Devil May Cry 5 is just like, hey, here's Needhog. It's a ancient creature. You've all heard of Needhog.
Yeah,
Here's
Nidhogg. I know Nidhogg.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love if at one point they pull like a very complete 180 from this and just have demons that are named like Joe and Frank.
I mean, we almost got to that point, and an alert.
What?
What alert?
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, what
All I can
alert?
hear is some
Hang on.
fire sound effects.
Why
I now
is-
hear nothing.
Oh, there it is. That's it. You just heard it. We talked over it, Matt. How dare you? That's
Oops.
that's the alert. It's just a woman going, "Warning."
Yeah.
Wow.
Then it waits 30 seconds. Then yeah, we're just
Can I
gonna leave.
Is this honest? I mean, granted,
Wow.
given that this is an HD conversion, I wouldn't be surprised if they screwed that up. But if this was the case in the original game, oof.
Anyway,
fucking
And yes, Matt, they do
Where-
just kind of watch you.
I fucking
Where were
love
we?
that the demons there were just like, alright. Oh, hey, I just noticed you. You can go.
anyway, where are we on our list again?
Oh yes, so that was number 4. Number 3 would be Twisted Metal, which yes, I'd like to see a new Twisted Metal.
I
I mean, I'm
wouldn't
sure
mind
I
that.
should make the fans happy, so long as they probably steer clear of what David Jaffe did.
I was about to say,
Oh,
how was
yeah.
that last game anyway?
It's got, from what I hear, it wasn't bad. It's just that it didn't. kind of fell off the face of the earth after a while.
Yeah.
It's just
So it's kind of like
clunky,
Gravity
yeah.
Rush.
It's kind of Gravity
Pretty
Rush,
much.
and I would almost argue it's also nuts. Wait, can I go in there? Oh, I can. And I would almost. Oh, hang on. Red orbs. And I almost would argue that it's almost kind of like the most recent Tony Hawk, where you feel like they just kind of made it so they could.
Oh,
and
God.
Well, there's
But-
also the matter of fact that with the Twisted Metal reboot, it primarily pushed multiplayer over all else. So if you were
Yeah.
just a solo player, shit, sucks to be you.
Yeah. Anyway, what else do we got?
Number 2, they wanted another Shadow of the Colossus game, which I feel kind of defeats the purpose, because Shadow of the Colossus game was meant to be a one and done thing.
Yeah.
Also,
Right,
didn't we? I
We
could've
already
sworn
technically got a spiritual successor in the form
Yeah.
of the Last Guardian.
Last Guardian.
I was
right.
about to say, and that wasn't that long ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I guess they just want another. I guess they just want another Shadow of the Colossus game, which I will say, and I'm thinking of doing it for our channel at some point. If you're looking for another Shadow of the Colossus kind of game, similar to how Bug Fables is trying to be a successor to Paper Mario, there's this other Steam game called Prey. There's your warning again. Pray for the. I think it's called Pray for the Gods or something like that, but Prey is spelled Praey. But it's basically kind of the same
Okay,
thing.
no
where you're-
thanks. I'm going back.
I got turned around, but it's kind of the same. But yeah, it kind of is the same thing where you can't talk. Oh yeah, by the way, that what I'm doing here is in order to make sure I hit these things and not accidentally, because once again I'm still auto targeting the enemy, so I have to now put the switch in between me and the enemy so I can actually target it. Still stupid.
Yeah, that's not annoying at all.
What? All right. What else is there?
Hang on.
Number
There
one?
two.
That-
There are two.
No,
I mean-
number 2 was a Shadow, wasn't it?
No, that's
Yes,
not.
that was
oh,
Shadow.
Oh, it was.
So that would,
yeah,
so that would be yeah. I'll try and show off Prey, which is another kind of game where you're fighting big bosses. You have to climb around, so I'll show that off later. And then number 1 is Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like it. Oh, what I'm trying to say. I think it's its turn.
yeah, I mean, because Crash and Spyro had their turn. Now it's time for their next gen counterparts.
And Ratchet.
Well,
yeah.
Technically, also.
And
Oh,
Sly Cooper.
well, yeah, that's what I was trying to
And
get
Sly
at.
Cooper.
Honestly,
Sly Cooper, we gotta get that trio back.
I'm sorry. It looks like he's hitting one gun with the other gun to fire it.
Bang, 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 bang. Just
That'd be
literally
silly.
banging on the metal.
Okay. That'd be silly.
But I
No,
will
just
say
like
that,
go
like-
back and look at it, or when he does it here, it just
Okay.
it looks like
But anyway,
he's
I was
hitting
about to-
the other gun. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I was
same,
about to
but go ahead.
say, I will say, I think between the three of them, I do think it'd be nice if we prioritize Jack first, and maybe after that, probably Sly, because I don't know how many people are familiar with this, but did you know that Sly, Thieves in Time, was actually this close to getting DLC, but it got pulled out at the last minute?
Yeah.
And it would have completed the game and maybe had Sly returned with the help of his most ancient ancestor.
But
With-
no, because of, I think it was a combination of sales and the fact that
I'll be
people
right
were
back,
kind of. Okay.
Okay.
I think it was a combination of like some internal struggles, sales, the fact that fans were kind of pissy about it. It was a combination of things that pretty much led Sony to be like, yeah, let's not.
Oh. Okay, so oh, that fan's pulling us back. Okay, into the plane.
And what's
We're
even
going
more
to
annoying,
stop. We're going to stop this plane in the most idiotic manner possible.
We're literally gonna just use it.
No, well, we just rammed the plane into the fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
check this box. Not this
Yes.
box. That was just me trying to climb up, and I realized, oh, I shouldn't be doing this.
The-
Aw. But check this box. That looks very unlike any other box because it has a missile launcher in it.
Huh. Well, I mean,
I had no idea how you're supposed to know how that box has it. You can get the rocket launcher later in the game if you miss it there. There. We literally went into this plane so we could fly it all of 20 feet into the blade of the fan so we could ram it and walk through the hole.
and there you go.
Then we got our cool motorcycle. Even this is not as cool as Devil May Cry 5's
where'd this thing
motorcycle,
come from
but
anyway?
we found it in that shack next to that Hydra monster.
Your clothes, give them to me.
Surprisingly,
Close.
it didn't end off with an earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah, I thought the whole place was gonna detonate. Whatever. So yeah, join us in the next part. Is now that we have learned who the villain is, and we failed to apprehend the villain because Dante cannot fly. Wait a minute.
Or carry on conversation.
We have Devil Trigger. Why the heck do we do? Okay, so completely unspoken of up until this point. I'm just talking just so we can give maybe Matt a chance to get back so we can have something to say before the part ends. Completely unspoken of before this part is that Dante and Lucia were being asked by the old lady to try and find some ancient MacGuffins on this island that could hopefully, if we can find them before the bad guy does, then he will not be able to open a portal to hell.
Gotcha.
Because you always gotta do that. So, yeah, okay, I gave Matt enough time. So sorry, bud. Join us in the next part, everybody.
Till next time, guys.
Bye.